What is up, my crypto legends? How is everyone doing? Let's analyze the situation for Bitcoin. What is going on? What is the highest probability scenarios that are going to happen in between today, tomorrow, during the week? This is what we're going to analyze today, guys, because it does look like we're kind of getting exhausted. We're also hitting a major resistance zone at this moment at $16,800 range. Are we going to manage to break it, guys? Make sure to destroy the like button for this amazing live stream that I am going to provide to you right now, guys. So this is just an easy task that you guys have at this moment, is to scroll down and absolutely destroy that like button here for the algorithm. And what we're going to do is take a look at Bitcoin on the monthly. Okay, very important levels here that I do see here. I think that I'm not going to call the bottom, of course, because if you want to call the bottom, I know a lot of people have been calling the bottom many times and you get smelly fingers. So we're going to take a look at the monthly just to show you some big support levels here, all right, in between $10,000 and $14,000 range, okay? And also we're going to analyze the situation for Bitcoin in the lower time frames. We'll be going to the 1 hourly, going as low as the 15-minute, 5-minute chart. And I want to talk about the DXY also. I've just posted here on my Twitter, okay, that we have broken the 22-month parabola, okay, on the DXY. We've had a massive uptrend, okay, parabolic move, as you can see, and we have clearly broken the parabolic trend here to the upside on the DXY. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that the bottom is in for Bitcoin. Can it be the bottom? Yes, absolutely. It does mean that we have lost the momentum of a parabolic move to the upside. And usually when any chart on any asset, any chart in the world that does lose a parabolic move to the upside, it starts to lose momentum to the upside, and you could potentially find a downtrend, all right, in the next coming months, okay, in the case of the DXY. So just something that I wanted to point out, okay, we've had a massive parabolic move, as you can see, all right, you cannot make this up. And of course, the value of the dollar, if it does go up, it's going to be bad for Bitcoin. And this is what has usually been happening for the last few months and years. But if the DXY, the dollar index, does go down, this is usually very good for Bitcoin. Now, of course, the current situation right now is a little bit different because the dollar index is going down and Bitcoin has also been going down for the last few weeks. But we know that the crypto space right now is having, a massive situation with this massive uncertainty with the large exchanges. So we're just in a little bit of fear. As soon as this fear fizzles out, then I do think we are ready for a potential recovery. Of course, this can take weeks, it can take months. Only thing that I am fearful is a stock market crash. This is the only thing I am fearful right now. If we do get that stock market crash, okay, like I showed you also here on yesterday's tweet, on yesterday's live stream, all right, very similar movements that we've been having on the chart from 2008 and 2009 is happening right now, okay, between 2021 and 2022, as you can see here on the tweet from yesterday. So yes, good signs. DXY is dropping. This is good for Bitcoin. We haven't seen a proper stock market crash just yet, and a lot of people are talking about it, so who knows, it's probably not going to happen. But overall, things are not looking great for 2023. We just need to be very aware, knowing that Bitcoin can go lower, of course. Now, let me just quickly go through the comment section. I'm going to show you, what trades I did. I did get stopped out from that long position. It was protected, got stopped out, but then as soon as I got stopped out, got the notification, opened the charts, and again, I entered a long position. And you might think, why did you enter a long position? Well, I'm going to show you right away, okay? I did enter that long trade at 16,200, protected position. And as soon as I got stopped out, I opened the chart and analyzed the situation. And what I did see here is a Gartley pattern, okay? We love Gartley, we love harmonics, they are everywhere. We made an insane call from this Gartley pattern right over here. It was absolutely beautiful. This was live on the live stream on the 11th of November, saying we are likely to get that leg up to 16.9, 17, 17.1, you know, range. And, you know, I did take that trade. I did say to the community, anyway, it was a really, really nice, you know, long opportunity. So what happened over here just yesterday? We had that Gartley pattern again on the 15-minute chart. We had the low here to this high, to this low over here range. We had a little bit of a pump to the 382 from A to B, and then of course going down to the 7-8 range, as you can see on the chart. And I said, okay, I got stopped out at break even. You know what? I'm going to re-enter a long position, and of course taking most of the profits here late last night at this C point. And I do have a small position still open. Okay, I do think that potentially we're going to hit the A point, which would be the take profit 3 from this Gartley pattern. There is a possibility to hit that 17.1, 17.2 in my opinion in the next coming hours, maybe in between today and tomorrow. But overall, if we don't hit it, I am protected. I've made profits already from this trade, okay? This was, you know, it's a relatively smallish trade, but you know the deal. I like to trade, you know, with a few $100s, you know, in, out, protecting position. At the end of the month, it all adds up, okay? So this is what we want to do. Still in a small portion on that long position, all right? Just about 20%. Why not leave it open just in case we do see more momentum? Because there, you know, there are some signs that, you know, we could see a potential shift here, as we could be forming a double bottom, all right, with a slightly higher low. This is the ultimate low level for a harmonic pattern. Why? Because it's the 0.88. The 0.88, all right, on a C point on a harmonic is the lowest point that you can go. If you go down to the start, okay, of this pump, or to the low here, then there's no harmonic to be drawn, all right? So this is why this could be a slightly higher low at the 0.88, the ultimate low level for a potential harmonic, and you know, we could see that momentum. This is why I think getting above $18,000 in the next coming days is a possibility. So I would be willing to hold a small position here at this low range. I'm also looking at the day trade scalps, okay? This is what brings that, brings the gains in, okay, to accumulate USDT, more Bitcoin, all right? We're looking for those scalp day trade scenarios, all right? And I just want to, you know, share with you, of course, I cannot be, you know, on a live stream 24 hours, but this was the scenario, okay? This is why I entered that long here, just slightly below $16,300 range, all right? Just like I shared with you right now at this moment on this bullish Gartley pattern, okay? They are on the 15 minutes, they are on the 1 hourly, they're on the daily, they are everywhere, guys. They are everywhere. These patterns are, you know, extremely really nice to trade, okay? They're high probable, and they actually get people really confused because you break a low, okay, but then you shoot straight back up, okay? Same scenario over here. If you see this low right over here, you think to yourself, oh my goodness, we are breaking, we are going much lower, this should be continuing. Well, no, you have that leg up, okay? They are very confusing patterns, as they do break a resistance or a support, and you might think that continuation is happening, and then you get that reversal. But this is what it's all about, right? Getting into those trades where you think, you know, you're looking at the chart and you're thinking that you're going to go to a certain direction, but it finally doesn't. You know, this is the magic of harmonic patterns, guys. These are very powerful patterns that do end up very nicely, okay? For anybody that's not aware of, you know, harmonic patterns, and my favorite one, of course, that I see most of the times is the Gartley pattern, okay? Let me just do a quick drawing over here, and they are very difficult to see a lot of the times. And let me just get you that harmonic trade. No, hardly any people use harmonics. Hardly any people, especially on YouTube. But they are very fantastic patterns, okay? This is what you basically see. You want to get down here to the 7-8 range, and this is where you want to start, you know, getting bullish. You can wait for a consolidation, you know, to see that exhaustion and then get in that potential trade. Just for anybody that is very unaware of these patterns, all right? Because, you know, you might think, you know, what this guy is talking about, Gartley pattern, they are crabs, they're Gartleys, they are bat patterns, you know, what is this guy talking about? You know, all of these different animals on the chart, you know, this guy smokes weed or whatever, you know. No, well, no, guys, they are very powerful patterns, And you know, we can see them many times. You know, we had a very successful trade right over here just a few days ago, right there, same scenario, bang bang bang. You can see them everywhere. They are everywhere. You just need to train the eye on the charts. And you know, this was very good. There was another good one yesterday right over here once we had that drop here at 16,100 range. So let's talk about what's going on now, okay? Who cares what happened yesterday? I missed that trade, you could potentially say, you know, everybody's interested on what's going to happen next. Who cares what happened yesterday? I missed that trade. What's going to happen next? Well, what is happening right now, okay? It is true. You know, I am leaning slightly to the bullish side here, guys. It's leaning slightly to the bullish side. Why? Because on the macro, you know, we're zooming out. Something good is that the S&P 500, Dow Jones, you know, they are pumping. They're in a very nice range. They could be forming a kind of a bullish flag, and we could have one last leg up to the upside. You know that I do think that the S&P 500 can even reach the 4,100 points. And why is this? Well, as you can see, we are in a very aggressive downtrend. And if we take this high over here to the lows, you know that 618 range, okay, we are just about hitting that level, can be reached, okay, and we have that volatility to the upside till we potentially hit the lower high trend line. And this is going to be the mission impossible phase. There could be fake outs, you know, people can suddenly shift from bearish to bullish as we break out from this resistance zone, but this is going to be the make or break point, and I think that it's likely to get rejected. What is helping the stock market pump right now at this moment, of course, is the DXY, guys, the dollar index, you know, losing it here, its value, as you can see on the chart here. So anyway, going through Bitcoin, like I said, of course, you know, I am not interested in being bearish, you know, and selling these levels, okay? It is true right now that we are hitting resistance, okay? So it's a little bit dangerous in my opinion right now to actually long. This is looking at the volume traded the last week. This is on the 1 hourly chart. And what is happening, of course, we are getting that resistance zone from the point of control. This is the point of control from the volume traded the last week, and it's resistance right now, as you can see on the chart, right? It doesn't take a genius to know that. So if we do break this daily level, this high, there is a possibility, in my opinion, there's going to be a lot of trading scenarios here at this range. My ultimate level here to continue to be bullish, potentially to claim this $18,000 daily level where we have seen support and resistance. As you can see here, we just had a massive panic sell moment, but that 1 hourly candlestick, okay, these couple of 1 hourly candlesticks closed above this daily level. So you cannot say that this level is not important, okay, exactly at $18,000. This one, you can see it has had massive resistance. So this is a major level. It's a major level. It has been respected. This daily level also got respected, as you can see here on the chart, a little bit of consolidation right there. We got a perfect touch yesterday. If that level is broken, guys, 17,160 range approximately, okay, if this high is broken with a large amount of volume, it is likely that we'll be creating a higher low at the range. All of this point of control, also the daily level, is going to turn into support, guys. So this is going to be extremely strong, okay? Especially if we do break out with volume, guys. Remember, volume is telling us where the potential price action is going, all right? We've got a big, massive rejection. The reason why I was confident also on that long position, okay, at this range, because we did have a massive volume spike here on the momentum to the upside. We've got a big volume, red volume right over here. But overall, looking at the larger time frames, this is what we were having, okay? That potential scenario here for a large harmonic, all right? Creating that higher low at the 0.88 in this daily level, all right? So that possibility here in claiming this high at $18,000, I'm just gonna say it's very possible, okay? It's very possible. Yes, of course, once claiming this level, we're gonna talk about major resistance zones and we could see a little bit of more formation. But this is just speculation. I don't want to go too high, all right, 18,000, 19,000. I don't want to go so high because we're still very far off. We want to talk about the lower time frames and the potential trading opportunities, guys, all right? So even though I am leaning slightly bullish here, yeah, price can reverse here as we are hitting the biggest resistance from this zone, all right? I want to believe, looking at the chart with this potential double bottom, that we do have an opportunity in the next, coming hours and couple of days to break this zone and come and claim that $18,000 range. I'm leaning slightly to that range, but overall we got to be, we need to go look at the bullish and the bearish case scenario. Bearish case scenario is that we are hitting resistance. This is a pure resistance zone, and like I said right now, okay, just a few minutes ago, if we break this level, guys, pay close attention right now on what I'm going to say, because this range is going to be a trading opportunity range. Okay, this level over here, this range will be a trading opportunity range, and this is in between $17,000 and $18,000. We want to trade the ranges. Okay, this is a nice range over here, this is a nice range over here. If we start breaking this high over here, it is likely that we'll be creating a range. You might think to yourself, where is going to be that trading opportunity? How can I take advantage of this range? Well, of course, if we're going to continue here with this higher low scenario and potentially a higher high, would I speculate that this level is going to get rejected? Well, I do not want to short a big massive pump. Of course, if we start getting a consolidation, we'll be looking at that scenario saying, hey, we're losing momentum here. It's likely that we're going to get a correction. But my highest probability trade here, guys, would be getting down in the correction and speculating on that higher low, all right? Speculating as we are going to continue, all right? Adding that confluence as we are moving to the upside. If we break the 17,150 with large volume, guys, if we break, okay? I'm not trying to predict, I'm not trying to say, only to say, if we break with large volume, this is going to give us confidence, guys, that we are potentially inside of any correction that happens after that breakout to hold these support levels and likely create a higher low. And this is the decision point that you need to have, all right? So that would be a really nice high probability trade, okay? If you break above this level and correct, and you haven't hit the $18,000 high, guys, this is a liquidity zone right here. This is a massive liquidity zone above this last lower high range, okay, that was created a few days ago, exactly on the 10th of November. That is a level. If we do break this range and correct and still didn't hit above to $18,000, we are likely to hit it, okay? We are very, very likely to hit it. So that is going to be the trading opportunity that I'll be very, very careful. I am very interested in getting into that day trade. It might be a day trade or a potential short-term swing trade. Not sure if it's going to go up in hours or a couple of days, all right? Just as like yesterday's, it was a scalp scenario. Taking profits, and also, leaving 20% of that trade. Why not leave a small percentage of that trade open? I'm right now in a short and a long, they're both in profits, very, very small positions, as I've taken most of profits from these positions, of course. So, if we do get that leg up, I'm happy to hold this long position, but I will also be looking for a potential another long position, all right? If we do break above 17.2, okay, 17.1, 17.2, we want a pretty nice large breakout. That correction, this daily zone is likely to just create a higher low to claim these highs. All right, of course, there is a possibility that we might break this massive zone and hit that level straight away, okay? So we probably won't have that opportunity. Of course, if we consolidate at this $18,000 range, claim the highs, and have a consolidation, swing failure, double top, triple top, all right, we're looking for that scenario exhaustion, then of course we could look for that short position. But overall, we're probably going to enter a range if we do have high volume, okay? So there's going to be a lot of opportunities here. This 18,000, 18,100 is going to be large resistance, guys. We want to pay attention to the price action that happens there if we do hit those levels. And also, once we correct from those levels, this is the range that we want to take a look at, this daily level at 17,150 range, okay? It has been very much respected, as you can see on the chart. Looking for that higher low scenario, right? We'll be very likely continuing this small little uptrend, all right? So if we do break here the range, it is likely that we're going to have, that nice support from the high low trend line and the daily level to claim these highs, and then maybe we're going to lose momentum, all right, and come to the downside. But overall, this is just too much of pure speculation. Just showing you the levels, you know, that we could hit in between today and tomorrow, and potentially get into some trading opportunities with good risk management and make some gains, guys. Of course, this is the scenario that I am looking for, not what you need to do. Of course, I'm just sharing you my analysis. All right. Let me just go through the comment section. Now that we've gone through Bitcoin, now that we've taken a look at also the DXY a little bit, guys, the DXY looking really, really good. If the DXY loses the, you know, the momentum to the upside, which has happened, you know, a parabolic move to the upside, when it's broken, you usually lose momentum, right? Could we hit the highs? Yes, but I don't think we're gonna go much higher. So we would have to see a big massive stock market crash, you know, big fundamental news, and everybody rushing to the dollar again. Okay, the fundamentals right now worldwide are very strong. Okay, so this is why we need to, you know, stay a little bit cautious, all right, with our trading and our decisions, all right, our investment decisions. Let's take a look at the comment section right now and take a look at the community. Say hello to the community. Angela, much love to you too. Dutch BTC, first like, you're the man, Dutch BTC fan. Thank you very much. Mika, hello. Eduardo, morning bro. How are you doing, Eduardo? Jonathan, hello from Ethiopia. Hello. Bitcoin Bull, hola. Everyone in the chat right now will be millionaire by 2025. Mark my words. Hey, that is the attitude you need to have. Definitely the attitude you need to have. Everybody will be a millionaire in 2025. Well, you know, I'm not sure if everyone, but you know, if you are in the game, in the crypto game, there's no doubt that, you know, the prices will be much higher by 2025. Okay, very likely, very highly probable. So Racing Pixel, thanks for joining the live stream. Also, who do I have here? I got Racing Pixel from my mods. I got Seb, Joseph. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. Hit the like button, show some love for Andy, says Joseph. Thank you, my man. Racing Pixel and Seb here, always giving me insane support. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go scrolling down through the comment section. I got Valentino says 17,600, maybe 17,800 and down again, in my opinion. Very possible, but I do really like this kind of, I mean, I absolutely love this chart. You know, there's no way I could be looking for shorting levels at the moment. I'm more interested right now with this kind of price action to look for, you know, liquidity grabs. I know most of the people are still extremely short, extremely bearish. You know, we've had this drop, we've had the FTX situation, you know, and a lot of FUD on Twitter. Me also, you know, and I think, you know, this is a moment for bottoming out, at least, you know, locally, right? At least for the next coming days and maybe weeks, all right? So I think that 18,000 liquidity grab is very possible, guys. Very possible with this kind of price action. That's my personal opinion, of course. Thank God it's the only thing that inflation hasn't hit with US dollar. Yes. Are you moving to Dubai, Pratesh? Well, not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. It's good to come here, interact with, you know, different, you know, influencers and different people, because, you know, Dubai is very good for networking and meeting different people. I'm always open to meet people here, so it's a very good place to grow, no doubt. So I'm considering it. Okay. But don't worry, I won't be going crazy. I won't be, you know, I will still be focusing very much on, you know, what I do here, what I love more, what I do for a living, and that is just pure technical analysis on Bitcoin and, you know, different assets such as, you know, the S&P 500 and sticking with you guys. So, Bufo, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Izam, can you check XRP, please? Thanks a lot. I know XRP did have a little bit of pumpy action. We can take a look at XRP quickly, all right? I want to focus a little bit on the S&P 500 and on Bitcoin, okay? But, yeah, we can take a look at some other ones. Right now, XRP is hitting a big resistance level, all right? So, you know, I do like this thing right now over here on XRP, which is a double bottom scenario. A lot of the charts are forming this kind of scenario. Yeah, we've got a very important level here on XRP. Let me just have a quick look at XRP so I can give you my personal opinion. You know what? I am interested in seeing the fixed range volume profile. So I know where you know, where is the most of the momentum, most of the volume. So let's get the fixed range, okay, from May till today. So looking at 5-6 months, and wow, we got a beautiful bounce here at the point of control. Of course, point of control is a big level of support or resistance. You know, the last few days, getting that bounce at 32 cents. You know, I would have, you know, this would have been a pretty nice long position, of course. Yeah, and maybe some of you might say, yeah, just because it's now having the bounce. No, I mean, we know that this point of control, value area low range, you know, is a good level, especially if you forming a kind of a double bottom. Once you have that movement to the upside, you know, these are already levels that you can think to long, okay? A lot of people ask, you know, how do I know it's a double bottom? How do I know when to jump in? Well, you can just as easy go to the lower time frames, guys. Like I say, when you see that exhaustion, when you see signs of strength, you can already get into a potential long or a short if it's a double top or a double bottom. You know, same thing. So, you know, how would you know that this is a double bottom? Well, once you hit the lows, you get a candlestick like this, you know, and then this price action, you know, for me, it's, you know, it's pretty clear, right? Look at this massive lower highs into the bottom, right? You're creating these lower highs, the last drop here to create that double bottom range. It doesn't mean you need to catch the exact bottom, okay? But once you see this price action, all right, starting to break above the last lower high range, you know, these levels are already good for a long position, in my opinion, okay? You want to have a relatively tight stop loss range at the lows, for example, slightly below. It can get hit. But overall, you know, that is a sign of strength already. You are breaking the lower highs and you making this momentum. So I mean, longing from here is extremely risky because you do not know if you're going to see a sign of strength. Are you going to see a bounce? You don't really know. Okay, so this could continue down and have a massive drop below the lows. But once you see a sign of strength, when you're breaking the lower high range here on XRP, for example, yeah, I mean, this is already a level where you are seeing, you know, a sign of strength. You're breaking above the trend line, and this would be a range for potentially longing. Of course, I would be taking profits at this level, okay? Would be taking profits and protecting position just in case it rolls back down. Remember, we're here to protect our funds. Apart from making gains, I am here to protect my funds overall. Very important to protect your capital. So yeah, definitely protect position, definitely would be taking profits at these highs, as this is a daily level. We are getting a reaction. This right over here is a sign of exhaustion, all right? The possibility in getting a breakout, yes, it is high, but the possibility in actually getting rejected is also very high. So for me, this is a 50-50 level. Not interested in trading this zone on XRP, okay? This is XRP on the 1 hourly. Because this is basically a daily level. If we zoom out on the 4 hourly, you know, look how this level has been respected aggressively here as resistance. I'm talking about this 38-cent range on XRP. Bang, 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 you know, okay, we finally did break it as we were, you know, finally having this momentum, higher lows here, that massive big breakout. This was not respected as support after, you know, what happened last week. Massive correction up from the 50-cent level all the way down to 32 cents. Very aggressive drop. But right now, yeah, I mean, it was pretty clear once we saw this momentum that you could speculate that this has got exhausted, you know, double bottom. You know, this is a range of the 34-cent range. It's a long range, okay? You can see that double bottom scenario. So I would have gotten that long position at this range and protect position and take profits at this level. Take profits because it's a daily level, it's a big resistance zone as we can see on the chart, and it can get rejected, but would be willing to hold some of that position to, you know, potentially break this range, okay? This could be a double bottom scenario, and if this level does break, I do see a big leg up to 44 cents, and you might think, why 44 cents, you know? Why that high? Because, you know, the price action from 38 cents to 44 cents has been very fast, guys. We've been talking about this on live streams, you know, on different charts as well. when the price action, this is why I only have two major levels here. When price action moves fast from a certain price level to another price level, when it moves fast and doesn't leave volume, okay, it's very important to leave volume in price action because that turns into support and resistance. When price action moves fast from these levels, fast move to the upside here, looking at the 4 hourly, okay, just about a day, and a fast move to the downside here, less than 24 hours. This hasn't left any support or resistance. So if we do get that breakout, where would be the trading scenarios, guys? And I think it's pretty clear where you would find those trading scenarios here on XRP with good risk management. If it does manage to break here heavily with massive volume and have a pretty nice move to the upside, I think it's possible. S&P 500 is still looking relatively good to have another push up. Also Dow Jones. We can see Bitcoin also for that potential move up. All right, Bitcoin not looking bad at all. It's looking pretty good as we are having this higher low and we are tackling here this major point of control range. All right, it's going to be the second attempt. Will it be a double top or not? I think it looks pretty good on the chart to have that attempt breakout in the coming days. So overall, we can take a look at that scenario for XRP. If XRP breaks it, this is the level 44 cents that has been very much respected, okay, in the month of October. I would be eyeing very much. We want to add confluence at that level. I think looking here at the 4 hourly, zooming out a little bit. All right, let's take a look at the fixed volume range, okay, from the volume traded. Right, value area high. Oof. Yeah, we want to be aware of a potential fake out, guys. So obviously I wouldn't, if we are going to 40 cents, 41 cents, I would be very aware of this range to be a fake out. Look at this price action. We do not want to get caught on fake outs, guys. We want to be protective. Okay, so if we move up like this, I would not be looking for any trade scenario. Okay, I wouldn't speculate in a short or a fake out or jump into a long thinking that is a successful breakout, because you don't really know. You don't really know when you hit these levels, especially when it's the value area high from the volume traded since May. We're looking at over 5 months here of trading volume. So it's a very difficult range. I would prefer to have that big move to the upside. If it does have any type of consolidation at the 44 cent level, this would be my ticket for a short. This would be my ticket for the short. This is a higher probability trade scenario because it has been very much respected, as you can see here, the month of October, and I would be looking for Fibonacci levels. Let me blindly guess that this will be the 618 Fibonacci retracement. So from this high to the low, it's just around the 6865 Fibonacci retracement in between 43 and 44 cents. So we got Fibonacci levels helping us from this high at the 618, which is the 45 cents. We also got this big massive daily level that has been respected here on the price action. So we're adding that confluence, we're adding that resistance. If the price action hits that level and has a little bit of a consolidation double top scenario, guys, that is going to be my ticket. That's going to be my ticket for that short scenario to come back down here to 40 cent level or even slightly below at this 38 cent where we're at right now. Okay, definitely would be taking profits, at 40 cents once we start hitting that range and protecting position. That would be the highest probability trade scenario. And the reason why, this resistance zone, there's no trade here to be taken because it's resistance, so it can get rejected. Okay, it can get rejected, but it's also formed a double bottom. So you're like, oh my goodness, what should I do? What should I do? When I am in doubt and I don't know what to do and I see a 50-50, chance, I don't trade. And then I look for the next trade plan, the next trade scenario. If we do break out with a large volume, what is our next resistance where we could get rejected? And this is when I analyze the situation to prepare the next trade, okay? So in this case, on XRP, that 44 cent level is going to be looking very interesting, as it is a large support from October, and we'll be hitting the 618, from the highs created here on the 4th of November. and it's a strong daily level basically. So we'll be eyeing that on XRP. Sorry about that, but you know, XRP does look pretty interesting. Sorry about that, focused a little bit too much on XRP. Let's take a look at the comment section. Sorry guys for that, been a little bit too long. But anyway, I'm going to stay here for quite a while, okay? I'm going to stay here for quite a while. Let's do a long live stream. What about news, Andy? Yeah, I've been taking a look at news. I don't see anything extremely special. Unemployment rate in the UK. Not much big news in the US I see today. Yeah, some guys from the Fed speech, but obviously it's not Jerome Powell, so it probably won't be much of an impact. I don't see much news, guys. Let me know if you do know that, at least in trading economics. I'll have to take a look at other news channels to see if we do have important news. Retail sales, yeah, and this, I don't think this will have much of an impact. This is on Wednesday, so tomorrow. Yeah, I don't see big news happening this week, guys. Let me know if you do. Housing starts, this is on Thursday. Yeah, I don't think this will affect the actual stock market. Let me know, guys, what other news do you see coming this week? I don't see any news. I'll have to take a look at the other news channels, see if there's anything important. But overall, I don't see anything extremely important for the week. There is a very little upwards momentum. I'm not considering too long here. I'm more bearish. Well, yeah, like I said, you know, I'm doing a lot of day trades and scalps that do turn into swing trades because I do hold a small percentage of those positions. But this is why I'm in this long position. You know, this was a good long position, you know, at 16,300, 16,200, because it was a, you know, Gartley pattern. I know a lot of people are not aware of these harmonic patterns, but let me tell you, they are everywhere. They are everywhere. We talked about this one on the 11th of November. I've talked about this one right now because this was late last night. You know, I didn't do the live stream. We talked about this one on the live stream, guys, and it played out, I gotta say, to perfection. It just played out really nicely. Did take that trade, and I did take this one also. Of course, this one, it's too late. I'm just showing you what I am seeing and what I am trading here. But this one was talked about on the live stream, and this is what you want to see, right? You want to see that potential pattern, you know, talk about it, and then finally playing out after the live stream. Okay, just about half an hour after that live stream, you know, we did get that big aggressive bounce here to this 17K range from that $16,400 low. It's really nice. Okay, just so you can see that this does happen. It does happen, and they are very powerful. Okay, just in case, you know, there's some of those people that, you know, think, you know, this doesn't work, you know, patterns don't work, you cannot make money with this, you know, totally incorrect. You know, I make gains, you know, almost every single day, you know, if I am trading actively with you know, one of these patterns. And of course you want to add confluence as well. This was an excellent long position because I wouldn't trade just based on a harmonic, okay, most of the times. If it looks really good, yes, but I would, you know, start looking for Fibonacci, start looking for, you know, big volume ranges as well. You need to add a little bit of confluence. Once you have 2, 3, 4, you know, major different, you know, indicators on the pattern that does 618 from the low created on the 9th of November to the highs. You know, it was hitting the 618 from the lows. It was hitting the 78 from this low for that harmonic. You know, adding confluence. I'm pretty confident in that really nice bounce. This was just a few days ago. Okay, we need to go through what happened and what we talked about. Okay, and in that profitable trade. This happened on the 11th of November. You can check out that live stream and how I'm, you know, how I am leading with this market. You know, protecting positions, guys. It's super important. You know, you guys know I'm extremely transparent. Okay, with my trades. You know, with the longs, with the shorts, on how I protect if I get stopped out. You know, the long trade got stopped out yesterday at break even. I showed you that I had a trade at 16,200 range, okay, and it got stopped out at break even. So also looking for that pump. You know, why I entered that long position, why did I rush into this long? because because I explained that yesterday. We're hitting the 0.88, we had a daily level, and already that pump that we were having, that volatility was showing pretty nice volume, and I actually jumped into that long position and just got stopped out at break even. And as soon as we had that, I got stopped out, got the notification, analyzed the situation with the charts, and decided to re-enter that long because of this harmonic. Anyway, just talking about those scenarios, guys, super important to explain, you know, what I am doing, okay? Because a lot of people, you know the deal, a lot of people just talk about a scenario and then the next day talks about something else. And no, this is not how we want to, you know, share the analysis with the community, all right? Yes, another teaching moment, guys. Racing Pixel, thank you, my man. I hope it makes sense, guys. I know for a lot of people it might sound like, you know, hey, this is Chinese, or this is fake, or this is, you know, yeah, but hopefully it does make a lot of sense for a lot of the community. I know it does, because I do get, you know, massive support and likes. Andy, is there a fifth wave movement, says Ahmed RD. Is there a fifth wave movement? Fifth wave movement, what time frames, low time frames, fifth wave movement? Yeah, I don't see any Elliott wave theory here. You let me know the time frames here for that scenario. Guys, I need you urgently to destroy the like button, all right? Because we're over 500 people watching, only 220. We can get to 300 in about 1 minute, guys, I'm pretty sure. Let's see who's going to be the 300th like, and let me know in the comment section so we can take a look at your analysis, at your cryptos. Anything is possible. This is crypto. Let's go, says Mirth. Absolutely. When likes, says Seb. I know it's you. I know it's you, Seb. Trend direction. Well, yeah. I want to talk about this, guys. If you do give me a couple of minutes, something very important, all right, that I also shared on my Twitter about this this scenario on Bitcoin on the monthly, all right? I know a lot of people, you know, might think, hey, everybody's trying to catch the bottom. Everybody wants to try and find out where the bottom is, but it's extremely important. This is the monthly chart on Bitcoin, and something very curious here that I do see is looking at the RSI, okay? The 2015 bear market, you know, lows, as you can see. The bear market bottom from 2015, we have the RSI at this range, okay? It wasn't at oversold. We've never been at oversold territory on, you know, since the existence of Bitcoin on the RSI. But it doesn't mean we need to go there also. Something curious here that I'm seeing from the bear market bottoms, you know, we've created a trend line. We are creating slightly lower lows here, as you can see on the RSI. Right now, at this moment, Bitcoin is hitting those levels, all right? Bitcoin is hitting those levels. I think with the highs here, yeah, you can see it here. So all-time high, we were hitting the resistance trend line from the second touch, the third touch, got respected, guys, on the monthly. You know, this was the highs. This was the peak of the bull run. Hitting also the highs from the resistance trend line on the monthly RSI. Right now we're at the lows. You know, how much lower can we go? Well, this is obviously, you know, we all want to know. Of course I am buying Bitcoin at these levels. Can we go lower because of, you know, a potential stock market crash, recession, and all of this? Yes, of course. But strong levels are monthly levels are always, guys. The all-time high monthly level right over here is at 13,880, and we got the 2019 highs from the bear market at exactly 10,760. So in my personal opinion, looking at the RSI, monthly RSI for the last 10 years, guys, 10 years, we got the highs, like I showed you here, trend line, and we got the lows. You know, we potentially are very close to the bottom, guys. We like it or not. We like it or not. This time is different. This time, you know, Bitcoin never has faced a proper recession, and we're going to face one right now in the next couple of years. Yeah, well, there's massive speculation on that. But overall, there is very much interest in Bitcoin. The interest of Bitcoin is growing. more people are buying Bitcoin. The wallets are still in a massive big uptrend. So Bitcoin, you know, a lot of people like buying Bitcoin at these levels. You can see it because Bitcoin is an open blockchain, and you can see how many people are buying. You can see, you know, the interest that there is. So overall, how much lower can we go? You know, I've seen people calling for 5K Bitcoin right now just after this FTX fiasco. So, you know, the more bearish down we go, the more bearish you get. You know, this is very, very similar from when you're in a massive uptrend, right? You know, even myself, you know, I'm moon boy, absolute moon boy, calling for 100K. We're going to 100K, yes, being very aware of the price action, of course, from the distribution event. But, you know, overall, you know, this is massively bullish, you know, we're going to go to 100K. Yeah, very, very possible. So, same thing right now, you know, can we hit 10K? Can we hit 8K? You know, I think most of the people are extremely bearish because there's massive fear or crypto exchanges collapsing, you name it. You know, this is what a market needs for a potential reversal, you know, in the next coming months. It needs extreme fear. It needs, you know, everything falling, collapsing, you know, fear of recession. This is what we need, guys. We need more blood in the streets so we can finally get that reversal, right? We need a lot of people in a loss. And, you know, this is very sad to say, but this is the market. This is the jungle. We need people in a loss. You need to lose money. And this is what is, you know, currently happening right now. I think it's about over 70% of people that holding Bitcoin are in a loss. You know, just imagine all of those people that bought all over here. You know, they're in a loss right now. So over 70% of people, you know, that have been buying Bitcoin the last few years are in a loss. And this is what the market needs for that potential reversal. You know, I'm not going to say it's going to be in the next coming months. You know, it might be 12 months, it might be 24 months, but there's definitely going to be very, very interesting ranges, you know, between 10K and 14K to buy some Bitcoin. You know, I'm not sure if we're even going to hit those levels. I'm buying Bitcoin right now. You know the deal. I dollar cost average. I dollar cost averaged here, and I will dollar cost average here, whatever happens. So something that I wanted to point out, guys, you know, when there's blood in the street, it smells like opportunity. So right now, Bitcoin is getting that pumpy action. After all, at this moment, the best level, like I said, is breaking this zone of 17.1. You know, we would have to break the 17.1 levels with a pretty decent volume. I would just let the price action do what it needs to do. Next retracement is potentially going to be a good opportunity to come and claim the highs if we haven't claimed them, okay, guys? But I will leave the price to do what it needs to do. You know, I was leaning to the bullish side. We're going to hit our second major resistance zone, which is at 17,150, big daily level right there, been respected many times. We break that level with high volume. I'm expecting this uptrend to continue, guys. You know, we're in a local uptrend here for the last couple of days. Zooming out, you know, I cannot be bearish at this level. It's you know, it's not going to happen. I cannot be bearish when we have this price action. I can only be bullish at this range, and that is the main reason I longed here at the 16,300. You know, unfortunately, I took most of the profits, and I'm in a very small position. But overall, you know, it's still profits. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, sometimes we are hard on ourselves, saying, "Oh, we're taking too many profits at very low levels. You know, this has gone higher or it's gone lower if you shorted." At the end of the day, it all adds up, right? You know, there'll be better trades tomorrow. There'll be better trades next week. Let's go through the comment section, guys. I'm extremely sorry because I'm not reading the comment section today, hardly. So, yeah, Andy. Andy has no clue about news. He was talking about no news before 10 minutes. Okay, so I have no clue if there's going to be big news. I'm looking at trading economics. Okay, guys, you can check this out. It's a nice page where I see usually the news. I'm very much interested in CPI data, you know, FOMC meeting, interest rates, you know, you name it. And yeah, I don't see much. I need to check another. I've got another page here where I do see worldwide news. But But yeah, overall for the week, I don't see big news in the US. And of course, I concentrate more on the US. You know, who's gonna care worldwide, or the stock market? You know, what's happening in Spain and what's happening in Poland. You know, unfortunately, you know, these countries don't have much of a big effect. So I'm, you know, obviously taking a look at the US, what's happening in the US, as it's the largest economy, and you know where the dollar is, right? Other countries are pretty insignificant for the market. The pain, then the gain. You got that right, Muth. The pain, then the gain. This is how it works. DXY melting, yes. Michael Cortin, let's take a look at the DXY. DXY is actually, you know, it broke the parabola. It's getting a massive fall. Wow, it is, you know. Look at this. I mean, this is what happens when you break a parabolic move to the upside. You can enter a massive, yeah, kind of a capitulation. And this is what is happening right now on the DXY. You see how this has been respected. You know, this was posted just a few minutes ago on my Twitter. You know, saying, hey, the DXY has broken the 22-month parabola. And basically just hashtag Bitcoin. You know, this is potentially going to be the start. You know, of Bitcoin losing that momentum to the downside. You like it or not, guys? This is how it works. You know, I'm not gonna call the bottom. I mean, I'm just not. I don't like saying, hey, the bottom is in, and the bottom is in, and rest of it. You know, I know there's a lot of people calling for bottoms, and a lot of people are always calling for tops. I'm just gonna say we're close, right? These are opportunity levels. Yes, we can go slightly lower. You know, and when we see the dollar index, you know, breaking a parabolic move to the upside, this is 22 months. This is almost 2 years of a massive uptrend that we've had on the DXY, and it's been aggressively broken. This can be the start of a downtrend, guys. You like it or not, you know, it is there. The charts are there. So maybe overall the Bitcoin bottom is close. You know, we're not gonna say the Bitcoin bottom is in, okay? Because the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is looking very interesting, okay? Same as the Dow Jones, all right? Same Dow Jones. And you know, I gotta be bearish. You know, looking at this chart, I wouldn't be brave enough to say that this is, you know, a descending, broadening wedge, and we're gonna have a massive explosive move to the upside looking at the S&P 500. I wouldn't be brave enough to say that, because overall, yeah, things are not looking great. I'm just looking at this descending broadening wedge pattern, see if I do have it. But anyway, you guys know that this is a bullish pattern, right? You've got the ascending broadening wedge, which is usually it's usually bearish, and a descending wedge is potentially slightly bullish. So what we have here is a massive descending broadening wedge. And it's going to be very interesting. You know, this is our next major resistance zone is starting to be hit right now. We are hitting the 618, 65 is slightly higher. So we're going to get, if we start getting choppy action, guys, in between 4,000 and 4,100 in the coming days before the end of the week. I mean, this is going to be, like I said, I will be shorting this, adding to my short. I'm in a short actually on the S&P 500, potentially going to be in a slight loss here for the next coming days. But I will be adding to a swing trade short. You know, in the next coming days. If we do get that momentum and that exhaustion on the S&P 500, you know, I think it's pretty clear, right? We're still in a very aggressive downtrend, and this could easily still be another lower high for that continuation, guys. On the traditional stock market, S&P 500 is my favorite one to analyze. Some people analyze NASDAQ, Dow Jones. I think they're basically the same. You know, they're the US top markets, and I just like S&P 500. So overall, you know, I'm looking for that exhaustion. You know, if we do get exhausted, guys, in between this week and next week on the S&P 500 in between 4,000 and 4,100, I'm going to say, you know, I will say it on the live streams. You know, I'll potentially say I'm short. I'll be showing you my short, and I'll be saying, you know, this is not looking good. We are potentially going to have that move to the downside, you know, in the next coming months entering into 2023. So yeah, let's wait and see. That consolidation, you know, in between 4,000 and 4,100 points on the S&P is going to tell me, you know, I mean, I'll be extremely bearish, I gotta say. I will be quite bearish if we do get that consolidation. Remember guys, if you want to trade the S&P 500 or Dow Jones or oil or natural gas, using crypto as collateral, you even got Forex here, stablecoins or Bitcoin or Ethereum, you can use Prime XBT guys. This is the good thing. There's no scam wicks. It's an extremely legit platform. I've been using it now for the last few years, and you can trade many other markets that are not crypto, but you're using crypto, and you can use stablecoins or you can use Bitcoin to trade with guys. Remember, you do have an insane bonus down below, which is $7,000 to be claimed. Okay, it's 7% added to your deposit by using Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code. You'll be adding 7% to your deposit. You deposit $10,000, you're getting deposited $700 on your trading bonus. Okay, so you have more buying power. But the most attractive bonus, I gotta say, I think they told me that they are running it till the end of the month. All right, so if you want to deposit, next week, that's totally fine. But this $30,000 to be claimed on Bybit guys, which is an insane bonus, and that is to be claimed on the rewards hub. Okay, it's another way to support the channel, but it's the best bonus, and for me it's the best exchange. It's the one that I use. No financial advice, of course, with all this exchange situation, but my trading funds are on Bybit guys. It's the #1 platform for me for trading crypto. Massive liquidity. They've got a huge amount of liquidity. This is why I use it. So yeah, make sure to claim that bonus guys if you're interested in trading, if you haven't signed up for Bybit, because this bonus, yeah, I'm not sure how long it's going to be for, but it's definitely the highest bonus they've had. So let's take a look. Facts, we all prefer the illumination in the Mallorcan house. Yeah, I know, sorry guys, it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's take a look. Too much reflection from ceiling light. I got my mother here, always giving me support. Jackie Wood saying that there's too much light on the top. So hello mother. Love a good bottom. Okay, yeah, I mean we do not really know if this is going to be the bottom guys. The good signs, like I said, is the DXY breaking the parabolic move here for over 22 months, almost 2 years. That is a good sign. That's a good sign. The only thing that we need on the DXY to be bullish on Bitcoin is the loss of momentum, and the loss of momentum is finally real since last week on the DXY. So this is good for Bitcoin. What is bad for Bitcoin? The traditional stocks. Okay, S&P 500, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and you can see the S&P 500 having this very, very similar price action from 2008, and we know what happened, okay, in Q4 of 2008. It was, massive correction to the downside of a stock market crash, basically. And on the charts, we are having that very similar scenario, as you can see. Unfortunately, and even fundamentals are also very similar. So yeah, you put the charts together and even the fundamentals, and yeah, the possibility for that stock market crash entering into 2023 is very, very real, guys. Charts are saying it, and also fundamentals are saying it too. So yeah, the probabilities are getting higher and higher, by the day. And of course, this will not be good for Bitcoin. So this is why we need to be extremely cautious. Unfortunately, Bitcoin is still highly correlated. Bull trap, says Shim. Yeah, well, if it's a bull trap, let's long it, right? This is why I'm in that long position. This is why I'm talking about these scenarios. We also want a day trade, right? And if that day trade can turn into a swing trade, absolutely phenomenal. I did a small day trade, taking most of the profits on this move up from that harmonic pattern. So yeah. Is it a bull trap? I don't know, but I'll be long in the bull trap and I'll be taking profits and protecting position. Who cares? I long bull traps and I short bear traps. But I most of the time I don't lose them because I take profits. I protect position. And yeah, that was a beautiful long. Explained that at the beginning of the live stream. Very, very nice harmonic pattern. You got this higher low range. You got an invalidation point. For that leg up. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, this is a take profit 3 basically, as we have hit the C point of a harmonic. On a harmonic, there's 3 take profits. The 618 Fibonacci from C to D hit. I took profits there. Also took profits at the C, most of the profits. Still riding 20%, but you know what? I'm gonna leave that 20% open, you know, but this is basically the take profit 3. Just hit right now, just a few minutes ago. It's the A point from the harmonic. So on the harmonic, you know, you got 3 stages because you could reverse out the 618. I like to take most of profits at 618, more profits at C, and then, you know, the rest of the mats at A point. So yeah, this is played out really nicely, really nicely. So is it a bull trap or not? I don't know, but I'll be longing that potential scenario as there is patterns and indications for a potential bull trap, right? Would I long here? Absolutely not. This is not a long in range. We're hitting the daily level. This could easily be a swing failure, you know, a grab of liquidity, double top scenario, all right, in the next coming hours. So pay attention because you might be, you know, we might be finding a shorting opportunity here if we do get above 17,160, which was the highs from yesterday. We could potentially enter that into a swing failure. It might be a shorting opportunity. Overall, I need to see that swing failure. I need to see that happening. It's a big daily level and it's the highs from yesterday. So let's take a look at the super chat here. Thank you, community, for letting me know. Izam, thanks for the super chat. Let's take a look. US October PPI inflation rises 0.2%. Okay. MMS EST 0.4% and previous is 0.2%. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, we might see some bearish effect on that. Okay. We might see some bearish effect. I mean, we did go down on inflation quite a lot. It was to 7.7 the month of October, which was extremely good. Market's got a massive big reaction to the upside on that. Right. Is 20K possible in 2020 and 2022? Well, yeah, it is possible. But yeah, 20K, we're very far away from that level. I mean, of course it is possible. I mean, I love this price action, guys. I gotta say, I love this kind of price action. This is the kind, you know, you want to be bearish at this drop, right? But when you are making this price action, you know, I cannot be bearish at this range. You know, this is for me a very dangerous short. I do see a bigger relief rally after this massive drop we did have the first week of November. You know, going all the way till the 9th of November. Yeah, it's cannot be bearish. You know, I've mostly longed. Well, no, sorry, I did actually short here. This was explained on the live stream on the 10th of November. You can take a look at that live stream, guys. I really like to you know, tell you to go back to that video because I explained the movements. I'm actually still in a very tiny short. It's less than 10% from that trade that I did take on the 10th of November. But yeah, just to show you, I'm still, you know, I'm in that, you know, I'm in a short, in a long, you know, most of the profits have been taken, but this is always good to prove you that I did actually short that level, and I do show it on the latest live streams. But yeah, just to show you, you know, the reason why I shorted here after this very aggressive drop, and for me it was quite simple. We were hitting a daily level, and we were hitting the biggest volume range, right? Look at this. I mean, when you have this volume right there from selling pressure, you know, this is selling pressure, massive selling pressure. And you have the bullish volume like this, you know, look at this reversal with this kind of volume. Looking at the 1 hour, you know, it was pretty obvious that for me that this 17,800 range, okay, was going to be a massive level of resistance. And of course, what we want to do at resistance is take that short. Now, this was explained on that live stream on the 10th of November, guys. Make sure to check it out because it's pretty interesting, you know, looking for that short. You know, I was just talking like, guys, you know, this is likely to correct from this level. And, you know, the good thing, it happens, of course it happens, because we got, you know, stuff, we got technical analysis to back it up, guys. We got volume, we got daily levels, You know, we've got volume profile, we've got really, you know, excellent tools and experience, of course, to analyze the situation where the price could go. Bugger Fan, thanks for the £5. Let's take a look at your super chat. It says, Andy, please look at Crow. For me, I have crazy juicy long from 0.069. Let's take a look at Crow right away. Yeah, sorry, I did talk about a little bit of FUD on Crow, but yeah, this is the thing, guys. There's a lot of FUD going on. You know, we add more FUD. I don't want to personally bring too much FUD into the market and to the community. So let's take a look at Crow. There's some pretty good news on Crow coming out. I've checked Twitter out, okay, and you know, supposedly, you know, they do have one-to-one backed all of their crypto assets, okay. So I'm not sure if they have proven that, okay, but and this is a big but, they are saying that, all right. So yeah, let's take a look at, you're in a juicy long from 0.069, okay. Well, this is the scenario right now on Crow. We did break a multi-monthly big support level, which is you know, just slightly below the, well, exactly at the 10-cent range, right? But let's call it a range. Big bounces here during the last 5 months, as you can see. Massive breakdown. It reacted as resistance, so you had a big shorting opportunity right there after the successful breakout, guys. I have no clue why I did not short this, and I think this was the day I actually talked about the Crow scenario. But there was a successful breakdown, test of resistance to perfection, just slightly below 10 cents, guys. That was the shorting opportunity, right? That's the confirmation after the breakout that you're retesting and you're coming down to claim the lows and maybe potentially break it. So your question is, you entered at 0.069. So overall, I think, let's just zoom out a little bit here on the daily. Okay, we haven't got much price action here from the past, but these are very, very low levels on Crow. Let's take a look at the 4 hourly. You're in a juicy long. This means that you are in profits. I would stay a little bit cautious. We've got a lot of volume here on Coinbase at these lows on Crow, which is a good sign. So I would stay a little bit cautious in the lower time frames. We could be hitting this 8 cent level where we did get that stop and potentially get rejected. What I would be doing is protecting position. All right, I'm going to tell you what I would do. Okay, I'm never going to say what you need to do. I'm never giving financial advice. I'm none of that. I'm just sharing what I do here. Okay, and how I would play the game in the case of Crow. And what is happening, right now, we're having some pretty nice momentum. We need to not forget that we are in a very aggressive downtrend, especially the last week, okay, having this momentum to the downside. So overall, I would protect position. If I would be long in here a little bit late, wait for, if we do come down and say I'm in a long position here at this range and I do get stopped out, I would be analyzing very, very carefully what kind of price action we're doing here. Because this will be the moment, are we going to test the lows and potentially fail breakout, swing failure, and create a massive double bottom? Are we going to hit the 618 fib level from the lows to the highs wherever we create it, all right, in the next coming hours or days? Just say it's round about here, this level at 8 cents. How are we going to react at the 618? Are we going to consolidate and create a few hourly candles at that level? Then I'll be very much interested for a potential higher low scenario and maybe a move to the upside. So it doesn't matter if you get stopped out and you have your position protected. Just imagine you don't have a stop loss and you got it down here, or you got it even further down. This could get resistance at this 8 cent level and come down, guys, and you're going to be in a massive loss. What you need to do is, what I do, what you don't need to do anything that I say. What I would do, of course, you know, is analyze that situation on how the price is going to react at certain levels if we do correct. Consolidations are the price, you know, it is the confirmation of exhaustion, basically. So if we do get that leg down and we exhaust at that 618 range, I would consider a longing at that level. I would consider a longing at the 618, especially with this huge amount of volume that we've created at a low. When you create this amount of volume, all right, so I would be confident in longing, would be more confident in longing when you have such a huge amount of volume at a low level after a massive fall. Do you think this is selling pressure? Do you think this is selling volume? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would, you know, easily, you know, explain that this is massive whale volume that they are buying. And if they are buying here, they are likely to make a push up to make people FOMO in, so they can take profits after the leg up. You know, this is what is likely to happen. You know, this, you know, why would people have massive volume here, you know, selling at the lows, selling at the lows of a massive drop? It just doesn't make any sense, right? So yeah, that's the scenario. I would be eyeing for a swing failure from the low. I would be looking for that 618, potentially consolidation. If we consolidate and make this kind of price action, consider a long position. Protect at all cost as soon as we hit the highs from your stop loss, right? Let's play the safe game, guys. It's not all about making gains. It's all about also protecting your capital. And yeah, I'm going to say this every single day, guys, on the live streams, you know, every single day. I'm going to talk about risk management every single day. You know, it's all about protecting capital also. Because I know a lot of people, you know, a lot of people lose money and lose big chunks of money. Everybody's happy to show, you know, large percentage trades, you know, but don't see many people showing losing trades. I always say here, if I do get stopped out, guys, if I do get, mostly of the times it's stopped out at break even, because I am very, very fast in protecting position. But I say it every time, guys, always, always, always. Let's take a look at Cello, please, for Arthur. Let's take a look at Cello right away. Wow, I got please link from Mohammed. Cello for Arthur. Oh my goodness, I'm getting loads of super chats here. Let me go quickly through the super chats right away. Chanda says, where do you potentially think Band Protocol is headed? Is it under 2.0? A decent buy price? Okay, let's take a look at Band Protocol here from the super chat on Chanda. Band Protocol right away. Don't worry, guys, I will be here for a little bit longer. So let's take a look at Band Protocol. Where do you potentially think Band Protocol is headed? It's under $2 right now. Okay, so yeah, this one had an epic pump, I remember talking about this. We didn't predict this pump. Okay, this was analyzed after the pump. Got to be clear. I'm not going to come in here right now and say, hey, yeah, we talked about this descending wedge. No, we talked about the wedge after the pump. Okay, it was an altcoin that was asked for once the pump happened, of course. If this would have been analyzed, you know, before the pump, you know, I would have said, hey, this does look pretty good. We were analyzing many descending wedges, and we did get into some pumps on Zilica, Cadena. You know, I made some profits. Protected position. I did not lose in this drop, guys, from last week. I did not lose on the altcoins that we were longing. I was longing. Sorry, I'm saying we, as if we were all doing it. Showing the trade, showing you that I'm taking profit, showing you that I protected position, and yeah, we've finally got this massive drop on everything because of the massive situation on the exchanges, guys. So let's take a look. Where do I think Band Protocol is heading to? Well, for some reason, I think there was a partnership or something. There was big news coming out here on the 2nd of November. on band protocol. This is where we had this massive big over 100% pump. I think it was 150. Yeah, even more. It was a 200% pump in just a matter of a couple of days. Not even that. Just over 24 hours. It was a big news coming out. I can't remember what it was right now on band protocol. But overall, there is a high chance that we might hold this range. That we might even test the highs in the next coming weeks. I think with this correction can consolidate for a bit, but overall it doesn't look bad. All right, it doesn't look bad on the chart. So let me just zoom out on the daily. We hit that massive resistance level at $3 range, as you can see. Just massive wick, getting that rejection here back down below $2. Let me just get the fixed range here. 1 second. Wow, this is pretty insane. But just a few days ago on band protocol, we almost came to the point of control. This big massive drop, you could have had a little bit of speculation. It was a hard move, okay, I'm not gonna lie, but you're basically coming to almost a point of control right there, which is exactly at $1.30 from the volume traded the last 5-6 months. So quick move up. It was a pump and dump basically. If you wanted to catch that long, you could have played a potential safe game here, as this likely will bounce from the point of control, and easily once the price action and you're in your favor, okay, the position's in your favor and you're making some gains, quickly protect position. It was a buying level right there, the point of control, big level. So yeah, let's not talk about, just want to take a look at what's happened. Sadly enough, we are below the value area low. There's the value area high, sorry. There's a lot of volatility. Too volatile for me, for my trading. It's not an asset that I would trade. Yeah, I mean, this is just too volatile. It's just too volatile. What kind of technical analysis can I get from a pump and dump scenario? It's funny because I got some other people asking me for some altcoins. Can you analyze this altcoin? And basically the altcoin chart is something like this. It's like, yeah, there's nothing to analyze. It's a pump and dump. So yeah, in the case of band protocol, like I said, what gives me confidence here for potential more uptrend momentum is the amount of volume that we had on the 2nd, 3rd of November because of the bit news. I think it was a partnership with some big company or something. They will be integrating the band protocol for real world data. I mean, I'll try and look for that news, but there was a news coming out on band protocol. This is why it shot up over 200%, which was crazy in just a matter of 2 days. So I would assume that this large consolidation, and let me just get the volume profile does say that we do have, yeah, this is pretty interesting. This is pretty interesting right over here. Yeah, I'm going to say this does look pretty good for a big bounce at this range. And you might think, why? If we do take a look at this high over here, I mean, it was extremely volatile, okay? So this is very risky for trading, guys. You're going to need to have extreme good risk management on these trades and not use too much leverage. But we got this massive resistance that we had in July, August, exactly at the $2 range, okay? Where are we at right now? And you can see the volume profile, you got the lows, value area low range with a point of control. This is where we get supported. And we are basically at this higher range over here, where there's a lot of volume, okay? You can see there's no volume here. This is why we get this massive fast move up and down, because we had a fast move up and down in the past. This is what happened in May. When you move that fast from a range, you move fast. I've explained this many times. You know, you cannot make this up. You know, from level to level, you move fast. Yeah, you can move as fast level to level, as you can see. Move fast down, fast up. But what is interesting right now is this large consolidation, leaving this amount of volume with the high volume range and the low volume range. It is sitting right there at this moment. So yeah, I mean, if this consolidates here in the next coming days, it's just going to be extremely bullish. I gotta say, you know, this is likely to see BAM protocol to come try and claim that $3 level in the next coming weeks. Looking at the 4-hourly chart here, it's just very likely, guys. We've got a massive amount of support after this huge breakout with a large amount of volume. You know, we have a high chance to create a higher low. We have a high chance to create a higher low looking at the technicals. So yeah, that's what I got for BAM protocol. It looks pretty good. This $2 range, you know, can act as support. Be careful, this is extremely volatile. You know, look at the movements we've had, you know, at support and resistance levels. Stay cautious, we could get a little bit more volatility below $2. But overall, if it does still hold the range in the next coming days, yeah, this is going to be looking pretty good for a big bounce to claim the $3 levels again. So let's take a look at the next super chat, which is please link. Oh my goodness, link one of my biggest holdings. Actually, Bitcoin and stable coins have overtaken my link holdings. The reason why is because link price has gone so down. It was my #1 crypto holding in my portfolio for over a year, well over a year, and yeah, basically because it's gone so much lower in price, of course, I have more Bitcoin. My Bitcoin is worth more. My USD, my stable coins are worth more right now than my chain link holdings, because it's just gone down so much that Bitcoin, actually Ethereum, I think holdings as well, has overtaken Chainlink in value, because Chainlink has just got absolutely destroyed. So let's yeah, I mean, this looks good. It looks good. We're at the value area low range on Chainlink. Yeah, I think this is bullish. This is bullish. We're at the value area low. What happens at value area low? What has been happening on the value area low for the last few months? We've got a huge bounce, you know. It looks like Chainlink is not going to manage to successfully break down the $5 level, $5.50. It's holding the range pretty nicely. Is it time to be broken in the coming weeks? Maybe yes, but overall, if we do take a look at this level, it's extremely strong. Every time we hit it, we got a massive bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you name it. This is 6 right now. We're getting a reaction. That bounce, that bounce is happening. It is happening right now. So you need to use a little bit of your, you know, your experience, or not your imagination. We don't want to use imagination too much, because we can do a disaster. But use, you know, common sense. This is a huge level on Chainlink. If you do get 1-2 wicks, you are likely to kind of double bottom, and you know, this is a very interesting level for longing, okay? But you need to be quick. The moment you need to react is when you are already creating the low and you're having a bounce. So at this range is where you want to already start thinking into that long position, as it is the value area low from the range. I'm talking about this $6 level. So lower time frames, hey, beautiful bounce. Let me just get fix the volume profile here out of the way. And boy, look at this. This is absolutely crazy. Look at the rejection we got just a couple of days ago. Whew, from that $7.20 range. Point of control from the volume trade of the last 5-6 months. Look how we came up a couple of days ago to that level and got that massive rejection back down. I mean, that was a shorting level. And it's as simple as, you know, it's the point of control. It's the middle of the range that is getting heavy resistance at the point of control. That was a brilliant short level, okay? I only trade Bitcoin most of the times, you know, but you know, this is why I didn't short this. I'm not taking a look at 20 charts. I'm not that type of guy that has 20 screen, you know, 6 screens or 8 screens and like, you know, I trade this market and trade this market. No, that is just a big headache. I just try and focus only on Bitcoin and S&P 500, taking a look at altcoins for the community. But yeah, don't trade 10 different altcoins at the same time. So, you know, looking at that opportunity, I'm saying, I'm gonna bravely say we're at support. We are likely to go higher, to come back up and test the $7 point of control. Everything indicates that this is a double bottom scenario, swing failure. As you can see, lower time frames, it is still a swing failure actually on the 4 hourly. Just about testing the lows, bang, swing failure. I think, yeah, these highs are likely to be claimed, the $7 range point of control. Just a classic swing failure double bottom, in my opinion. So yeah, not much to add on Chainlink. You know, overall double bottom scenario, best trading scenario. Of course, it's over here, guys. Of course, protect position. You know, this is, even though I say this is going to go higher, and it's highly probable, this is not a level too long. This is not a level too long. You need to wait for swing failure. You need to wait for a potential double bottom. And like I said, you know, I would be eyeing Chainlink to hit their $7 range in the next coming hours or days. And, you know, there is a possibility of breaking that level. If we do hit that level and have a massive big fake out from this highs, we are looking at the same scenario, guys. If we move up and come down, this is the moment you want to potentially short. You've moved down and consolidate, you want a long. So it's a dangerous zone right there. So no long or no short. It's just not a level to trade. Let's take a look at the rest of the super chat. Cello, please. Let's take a look at Cello right away. What's going on with Cello? Let's take a look at Cello here. Got the descending wedge scenario on Cello. I remember talking about this. There was potentially going to be a massive pump on Cello, and yeah, that didn't happen. Of course, we were having the bad news of the exchanges, and I mean, this is a bullish pattern. You know, it's a bullish pattern. We were talking about some altcoins lagging behind, okay, and I just got the trade scenario. Okay, I had like this potential long trade scenario on Cello, but it definitely didn't work out. You know, because this started dropping, of course, on the 8th of November, and this is when, of course, FTX was filling for bankruptcy, and we had that, you know, massive bearish effect on most of the cryptos. But this is as easy as getting the, you know, the banned US dollar chart out here. And I can show you that this descending wedge breaking to the upside and this descending wedge breaking down. So yeah, the thing about banned protocol was, you know, it got an anticipated pump with some good news it had on the 3rd of November, and Cello got the bad fundamental news from the FTX filing for bankruptcy. So, you know, sometimes this is what you get. So let's zoom out on Cello here and see what's going on. But on Binance, we don't have more price data. On Bittrex, it's at below launch levels by the looks of things. We should take a look at a few charts here. Yeah, it's well below. Yeah, we haven't got much data here that shows us. I think Binance is the most reliable one at the moment, but yeah, like I said, not looking great. Wow, it's well below launch levels, so we haven't got support resistance zones from the past. Let's just zoom in here on the price action that's happened the last few days after the aggressive drop here. Yeah, what can I say? It's just that extreme low levels. Can we potentially get a big bounce from this range? Yeah, absolutely. I know I can already say here that this is bullish divergence forming on Cello, but I guess because, you know, the RSI has been in oversold territory for the last few days, but at extreme oversold territory. If you take a look at the 4-hourly chart or the 1-hourly chart or even the daily chart, I would assume we're at extreme oversold territory. You've got big bullish divergence on the 4-hourly, creating higher lows and lower lows on the price action. So yeah, I would expect Cello. You could always speculate here. Be careful with these altcoins because they do have massive volatility, guys. I'm extremely cautious with altcoins. If I would be trading altcoins every single day, I'm not sure if I would be that profitable, guys. I gotta say, I gotta be transparent with that, just because of the volatility and the massive wicks that they are and the massive movements. You know, of course you can make huge gains with altcoins, but you know, I'm not an altcoin trader. It's just too volatile for me. I like Bitcoin. Bitcoin gets respected so very nicely and has, you know, better movements than altcoins, in my opinion. More legit, more liquidity, less manipulation. Bitcoin is manipulated, gold's manipulated, but there's more liquidity and it's easier to understand the manipulation. On these ones, there's just too much. So overall, bullish divergence. Expect a potential bounce to come and claim the highs here, maybe at 50 cents. I would be a little bit cautious. If you are long in and we start pumping here on Cello, hitting 45, 46 cents, you know, overall be smart and protect position if you are in a long position. But overall, it does look like that these highs are going to be claimed. Massive bullish divergence on the 4-hourly after this aggressive drop. Okay, what happens when you aggressively drop like this with this huge amount of volume? Yeah, you are likely to get a bounce before you have any continuation to the downside. So, you know, there's a likely scenario on Cello to get that bigger relief rally. All of these cryptos mentioned in today's stream can be traded on Bybit, okay? Bybit does have Cello here. I remember talking about Cello. Yeah, they do have the perpetual contract on Bybit. Remember, guys, you do have an insane bonus to be claimed on Bybit. If you use the link down below in the description, $30,000 is to be claimed on Bybit. I think the bonus will be going to the end of the month, so you still have time, all right, in the next coming days if you are interested to claim this historical bonus. You know, never seen such a big bonus on Bybit. It's another way to support the channel. Yes, of course, I do get a small commission on this, but it's the exchange that I use. Most of my trading funds are on Bybit and on PrimeXBT, okay? These are the two only trading exchanges that I use. Andy, I make pretty good money trading alts. I mean, the percentage on the gains are pretty much better. You know, when I traded Zilliqa, Cadena, VeChain last week, you know, it was pretty insane because on a 10-15% move with a little bit of leverage, I was like, wow. I mean, the gains are much more attractive than Bitcoin, you know, with my style of trading. But you know, they're also very volatile for me, okay? And I like to have good risk management. If you have extreme good risk management like me, a lot of the times I get stopped out at break even and even have my stop loss hit many times. And it is what it is. Hit the like button, says Joseph. Racing Pixel, Joseph, thank you guys for the insane support. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love you to bits. I absolutely adore you. I love you, my moderators. Racing Pixel, Joseph, thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Let's take a look at you literally have to use small percentage, slightly high leverage, and tight stop loss. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So when I make gains on altcoins, you know, they're pretty nice. But you know, I'm just not a guy that trades 5 markets. You know, you only need one market to make pretty good gains at the end of the month. And I choose Bitcoin. Bitcoin is my favorite for trading. BTC weekly bullish divergence. First time I hear that, Joseph. Much love and respect. Of course, guys, of course. I got, weekly chart looks pretty interesting also, guys. Let's go to the weekly chart because, yeah, there is bullish divergence. You know, this was something that, you know, I was checking out before also. If we take a look at the weekly chart, it looks pretty crazy, okay? Because what has happened is that we've been in a massive downtrend on the RSI. I mean, you could arguably discuss that we are breaking out from this, you know, lower high trend line on the RSI, right? And are we going to create, you know, is this a descending wedge scenario? You know, are we ready for an uptrend in the next coming months and years? This has been over 1.5 years at this moment. And I think, you know, we are very close in bottoming out. We could have one more leg down, you know. I think we're very close. You know, RSI moves and move, you know, the price action moves with RSI, right? Look at RSI. Once you hit that, the extreme overbought territory, we're in an uptrend, right? It's just as simple as looking at this, right? Massive downtrend with the price action to the lows of the RSI. You know, I think, you know, it's pretty clear that we should be very close to the bottom, all right? Not going to call the bottom, absolutely not. Not going to do that, but going to say that, you know, these are very interesting levels to buy for the next couple of years, okay? So just so you can get the idea, right? And yeah, we are having bullish divergence. We're creating lower lows on the price action and higher lows on the RSI, you know, potentially indicating that reversal is very possible in the coming weeks, okay? Just a little bit of a heads up there for people that are sad. You know, I'm happy, you know. I mean, I will be happier if we do hit 10K, okay? I've been through this bear market, you know, and I've been buying, you know, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is absolutely crazy. But understanding the market cycles and understanding that Bitcoin and crypto will be here in the future. And yeah, I was definitely really amused on these massive drops. But I was still accumulating. I was understanding that this was an opportunity level and a massively dollar cost averaged, okay, in between 2018 and 2020, you know, managing to accumulate, you know, quite a nice percentage of you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum and Chainlink. And I mean, this is what is happening right now. We go to 10K. Oh my goodness, this is going to be like it's going to be my birthday. You know, I'm going to feel it's my birthday if we go to $10,000 Bitcoin, because I will be buying a few Bitcoin at those levels. No doubt in my mind, you know, I'm not going to be fearful if we do hit 10,000. I'm not going to run away. I'll be running away to get to exchanges and running to exchanges to buy some Bitcoin. And that's what I'll be doing if we hit 10K. And I know many people will do also. Yep, as Andy says, volatility isn't much use if price doesn't respect levels. The best gains are made using tight stop loss. Yeah, exactly. Very true, Nick. Very true. Yeah, and also, like I said, altcoins don't respect very much those levels. Bitcoin, there's more liquidity. It's harder to manipulate Bitcoin as you need a lot of money to manipulate. Okay, it only takes a one way or two to have a manipulation on the Bitcoin price. But overall, you know, I've been, you know, analyzing Bitcoin for the last few years, and it's much better than you know, mid cap coins, altcoins, and low cap, of course. If we hit 10K, the jump will be massive, says Iman. Yeah, I mean, there's too many people that want 10K Bitcoin. I'm not too sure if we're going to hit it. Because the people know that those are going to be buying levels. So people are not silly. They will likely want to buy at those levels. The weekly candle hasn't closed yet, so you can't say this is a weekly bullish divergence. Well, yeah, well, this is very true. No, it's not actually. We have been creating weekly divergence, you know, since last week. So the weekly candle has closed. We got the weekly from June, and we got the weekly from last week, right? So this is already a weekly lower low. right? It's a weekly lower low, and it's also RSI is creating a higher low. So yeah, this is a weekly close creating a lower low. So yeah, sorry, but I got to say you're wrong on that. Got to say you're wrong on that one. So yeah, that weekly is closed from last week. This weekly doesn't matter if it closes here or here. You know, that lower low has been created already from last week's drop. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I don't make giant profits. Me neither. I make enough to be happy at the end of the month, and you know, pay off the bills and expenses, and you know, buy stuff. But yeah, unfortunately I don't make, you know, hundreds of thousands and even tens of thousands at the end of the month, you know, just enough to live and to pay off good stuff, you know, responsible trading, guys. This is all the whole point for you guys to get to that level. We've done many mistakes trading back in 2017, 2018. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up for this live stream. Hope you enjoyed the live stream, guys. I love you to bits. I will be doing another banging live stream in my I think you know what I am looking for here. I've talked about it. Stay cautious. This high hasn't been claimed above 17,160. The highs from yesterday. If we swing failure that pattern, get up, get below, looking at the 1 hourly, we can expect a correction, guys. We're still at big resistance levels. This is not a huge breakout from the point of control. We're still at the range, as you can see here. Stay cautious, but I think we're looking for higher. I am personally looking for higher. I do think that $18,000 range can be claimed. And I explained the trading opportunities, okay? If we do have a big breakout with volume, we might be range trading. If we break out with volume, I do think we could create a higher low on the retracement. If we break above the point of control, this daily level where we got rejected yesterday, just try and look for those opportunities, guys. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. You know, wait for those opportunities. I've got to remind you that we are at resistance, correction can happen, but overall we got this nice double bottom scenario. I think higher is potentially very much expected. I think there's massive liquidity here above this big lower high, okay, on the higher time frames. Okay, if we do go to the 2 hourly, 4 hourly, you know, there's a big range of a potential liquidity grab, okay, and then we could crash back down, guys. But overall, you know, this does look, I can't be bearish at this range. This does look pretty nice. Guys, stay safe with your trading. Destroy that like button. Oh, we're gonna get to 400 likes in the next coming seconds. Check out the links down below, guys. They're insane bonuses, okay, for responsible traders. If you're still learning, if you're not responsible, do not use those links, guys. A lot of people lose money trading, okay? No financial advice is said on the channel. As always, check out our socials. Check out Twitter account, okay? My Twitter, you can follow me here, Andy Jack 1990, okay? Where I do post, I really want to post really interesting facts, okay, on Bitcoin and stock market here. You know, difference here in 2008 and 2023. You know, very large similarities where we could, you know, find a potential crash. You know, sharing you the DXY has broken the parabolic move. You know, make sure to check me out on Twitter also, okay? Andy Jack Crypto on Twitter, guys. Thank you very much for your support, and I will see you in the next live stream.